Perfect. Recent favorite find of mine. Perfection. I love these so much. I know it's not normal. The best. Perfection. Honestly, they're small enough. Hey friends, Evelyn here, and welcome back to another video. I've spent more time in the kitchen than I ever have before, been cooking way more than I ever have before, and I really just started focusing more on what food makes me feel good, what food gives me energy, and I just found that these items were constantly in my kitchen, buying week after week, so I wanted to share that with you guys now that I've kind of nailed it down for myself. I don't usually stick to everything that I buy here. If I grab takeout, if I decide to buy additional snacks or anything like that, I will do that on top of this. This is simply what I buy in order to set myself up for a healthy week of eating. So without further ado, let's get on into the haul. So I'm going to go ahead and start with breakfast / coffee. I actually am pretty plain in the mornings. I always eat the exact same breakfast. It's one of those things where, you know what, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. In the mornings, I'm usually rushing to get to work and whatnot. So I have found something that I can whip up together in less than 5 minutes. I start off with this as my base. This is the Greek yogurt 0% non-fat plain. It comes in like a honey version and a vanilla version. I personally like this one because I can add whatever I want to it. You know, if I'm feeling some cinnamon, I can add that to it, agave, honey. I like to personalize it myself. And what's great about this is the Greek yogurt itself is high in protein, so I feel like that really keeps me filled for the morning. What goes with my Greek yogurt? Trader Joe's has the best blueberries of all time. I've also tried the other berry blends, but personally for me, I love blueberries. I always find myself just, you know, when I open those 3 berry blends, not gonna lie, I use a spoon and I just take the blueberries because that's how badly I want them. It's gotten to a point where I've like realized I should just buy the blueberries themselves. These are my absolute favorites. They have another one that is indeed organic. What I don't like about the organic ones though are the blueberries are tiny. I love the texture of these specific blueberries. I love them so much that I always get 2 packs. So I usually throw any sort of cereal, granola on top of the berry bowl. It just perfection. You actually can't get these anymore. I stocked up on these because that's how much I love Pumpkinos. It gives you that crunch you need. Also, there's the added sugar in this as well, so it perfectly gives you the sweetness you want in your berry bowl. What I found is that when you add the frozen berries, they're so cold that they freeze the Greek yogurt a little bit and the whole thing becomes kind of chunky. So I like to add a little bit of this almond beverage, the vanilla unsweetened one, because once again, I like to add my own sweetener to it, and it'll water it down a bit and it makes it this perfect thick yogurt consistency rather than something chunky. So this is perfect. And I also use this for my coffee. So I've got some right here. Actually, this is what I made this morning. So good. This is the coffee that I get from Trader Joe's. I have an espresso machine, so I get these Lungo espresso capsules. I think Trader Joe's has 2 versions of these. I've tried them both, and this one's honestly my favorite. I just feel like this one has more flavor, so highly recommend getting this one. It comes with 10 capsules for only, I think it was like $5. So you're paying 50 cents for a cup of coffee, which is so much less than the $2, $3, $4 you'd spend at Starbucks. For your morning caffeine, I usually just do that espresso capsule, add a bunch of ice, and then top it off with the almond beverage, and it is just perfect. So I'll do the berry bowl, got some coffee, and I am set to go until about like 12-ish. Lunch. So this is where it really varies. And once again, I told you, this haul is to set myself up for a healthy week, okay? In no way, shape, or form do I actually always stick with it. This is just to set myself up. So to me, I like salads. I truly enjoy salads. I love playing around with salads, changing what I add in them, changing what base I use. But these are the 3 that I usually gravitate towards. Trader Joe's kale is perfect because they actually pre-cut it for you, and it'll make for like 2 or 3 salads. Some romaine if you are feeling a Caesar salad is also perfect. Crispy, crunchy, and lasts all week, so I got the organic version. And with either salad, if I'm just feeling some other colors, I don't know if this is just me, but my mom always told me to make sure to have as much color as possible in your food palette. So I like to get the herb salad mix as well because it has some like purpley vegetables in it. Toppings is where I really try to change it up. So I've got a lot of toppings, starting with nuts, dry toasted almonds, and then I get the California walnut baking piece. They're just tiny pieces that are ready to be in my salad already. I don't like when I have gigantic chunks of walnut in my salad itself because I like a little walnut in every bite, so this really helps out with that. Quinoa to go on my salads, So really my only thing with quinoa is having to cook the quinoa beforehand. It just takes a little bit to cook the quinoa and I'm very lazy and I don't like doing that. But if at the beginning of the week I cook a bunch of quinoa beforehand and just store it in a little bin, I will toss this on my salad. Sometimes I also like to throw on some other vegetables just to kind of, you know, add to the texture, add to the taste. I love, love, love the Trader Joe's mini pearl grape tomatoes. They're so perfect. I actually, honestly, they're small enough. There are now mini tomatoes everywhere on the ground in front of me. Dang it. You know what's the worst thing about that? The fact that this just happened is because the same thing happened to me yesterday when I was packing my own groceries, because they do that thing where you have to pack your own groceries outside. And I accidentally packed it upside down like this because I'm an idiot. So I packed it upside down like this and something else hit it and the whole thing opened and opened inside of the grocery bag itself. So I literally, it was so windy out at night and the employees were just watching me pick out tomatoes from my grocery bag and put them back in this box. I should have known better. Like at this point, I know that this box opens easily, yet here I am with small tomatoes everywhere. Why? I'm gonna keep going with the video and I'm gonna clean this up after because it's not like you can see it. So I'm gonna keep going with the video. Other vegetables, I always get these shredded carrots. They're already shredded and cleaned and they also come resealable. So they're perfect to just throw in my salad. Don't need to do any sort of prep to it. Just toss them in there. A little bit of protein. I like their organic firm tofu. I actually like this tofu more than I like the Costco firm tofu. So if you've gotten the tofu from Costco before, it's actually a bit crumbly. What I like about this firm tofu is that it stays together way, 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 way better. So what I'll do is slice this up, throw it in the air fryer, perfectly crisps it up, throw it on my salad. Perfection. If I'm not feeling tofu, I also get chicken breast, packs a lot of protein, throw that on my salad, tastes great. I have one of those like electric egg cooker things where you just add water, you plug it in, you turn it on and it boils eggs for you. I'll take some eggs and I will just boil these like the weekend before. I'll boil like 6 at a time, keep them in the fridge. And then for my salad, I'll just chop it up, put it on there. Fats, my go-to is an avocado. And to top off my salad, so you're gonna have to hear me out on this, okay? I know it's not normal. I know it's not normal. I don't like dressing on my salad, okay? I'll say it. I'm not the biggest salad dressing kind of person. I don't know what it is. I feel like with all the stuff that I add to it, all the seasoning that I add to it, it's good enough that I don't want a dressing. So what I'll do instead is actually, these are the bag of limes that I always get. I love sour foods. Something about it just, so good. So what I'll do is just cut one of these babies open and use that on my salad. I know it's weird, I am very aware, but I'm just not the biggest salad dressing kind of gal. But if I do want a salad dressing, honestly, this is more for my sister. She loves the salad dressing. I feel like it's just got everything you need in order to make for the perfect salad dressing that's light and keeps the salad still healthy. I think that's incredibly important because some salad dressings, you add it to the salad and all of a sudden it's just like essentially an unhealthy salad. Did I talk about the cheese already? I don't know if I did. Cheese. Love cheese. Sometimes we'll throw this on my salad as well. This is Parmesan cheese. We also have some other cheeses in the fridge that I didn't want to grab out. Once again, love this because it comes resealable. Thank you, Trader Joe's. Before I jump into dinner, let me jump into the snacks that I eat throughout the day as well. I am working from home right now, which means between 12 and 7, whenever I eat dinner, I usually get hungry. And because the kitchen is right here, I am always getting up and making something to snack on. What I try to do is keep healthier snacks in the kitchen because often it's not even that I really want that specific snack, I just want something to chew on. So what I'll do is I always have fruits. Fuji apples, a classic. I've tried some of their other apples before, but for some reason I always go back to the Fuji apples. Not really sure why, I just think they taste great. And something that I feel like a lot of people might not have tried before are actually, I think these are called, they're Asian pears. Okay, I thought these were apple pears because they kind of are shaped like apples, but I guess they're Asian pears. They're just juicier than normal pears. Next snack I actually discovered this year. I hadn't heard of them before. These are Trader Joe's Bombas peanut snacks. They are the lightest lightest snack that I've ever had. It's like a little Cheeto Puff, but peanut butter version. And it's so good. It like melts in your mouth. They don't have too much sugar. They've got some fiber. Just feels like a healthy, light little snack. So this next snack is actually a new favorite drink of ours. It is the Trader Joe's sparkling black tea with peach juice beverage. For me, they're almost like a better LaCroix equivalent. Like if you're craving, oh my God, why can't I say craving? Like if you're craving sparkling, some sort of soda-y water, but you feel like LaCroix isn't strong enough for you, you can really taste the peach juice in this as well, which I love. Some other regular snacks of mine that they didn't have in stock yesterday are the spinach and kale dip. I think it's just called spinach and kale sour cream dip, spinach and kale something dip. Love that dip so much. I'm so sad that it wasn't in stock yesterday, but that's okay. I'm gonna go back in a couple days anyway and pick one up. I usually eat that with the gorgonzola crackers, which also I didn't see, and unfortunately I couldn't even find the tag. Like it didn't even look like it was out of stock. It looked like they just pulled it from their inventory completely. So I'm really hoping that those gorgonzola crackers aren't gone forever, because they have been my favorite, another one of my favorite finds of 2020 are those gorgonzola crackers, because they taste so freaking good with any sort of dip. So I really hope that comes back in stock. Other than that, there really aren't any other snacks that I grab on the regular. I usually just go to Trader Joe's and I pick out whatever I'm feeling in that moment. So these are kind of the dinner staples that I've been having for the past month. Recently, I've been loving making eggplant parm. So I'll pick up a couple eggplants, slice them up, make eggplant parm out of them. They've been my favorite. I've also tried just throwing some seasoning on them, tossing them in the air fryer, and it honestly tastes great just to snack on even. I also want to try out making chicken parm. So I picked up the chicken breast I showed you earlier. I've got some mozzarella slices. They also sell panko there, so I grabbed some of that. Parm has just been a big regular of ours recently for dinners. I've actually been trying out a whole bunch of different marinaras. So last week, I think we tried the vodka sauce one. The other week we tried the garlic one. I don't remember exactly what it was. This week I picked up their tomato basil marinara. So I've just been going through all their different marinaras to try. Some other nights will like to do some sort of a stir fry of some sort. So I usually buy a bunch of items that help me make one of those. Starting off with some organic jasmine rice. So this is actually one of my favorites in their frozen aisle because you can make rice in 3 minutes. I personally am not the biggest fan of using a rice cooker or an Instant Pot to cook rice. I've tried making rice on the stove before. It's just a hassle. I can just pop this in the microwave for 3 minutes and boom, just have perfect rice. I got some frozen vegetables. I'm a big frozen gal. I just find it a lot easier to eat healthy foods when they come frozen and are ready to prepare easily. Like I don't want to do all the cutting, all the washing of it. And if it has the same amount of nutrients, why not? Two of my favorite frozen vegetables to get are these frozen broccoli. I like to throw these in the air fryer. These Brussels sprouts, they're not exactly the same as Brussels sprouts from fresh. I like these roasted. Sliced creamy mushrooms. The fact that these come pre-sliced is amazing. Perfect for just to quickly throw in stir fries. Bell pepper, another vegetable for stir fries. Love these so much. I usually buy like 2 or 3 of these at the beginning of the week. Perfect for fajitas, especially if you throw in some onions. They are gigantic. Some zucchini squash. This will usually last 3 different stir fries. You could go whichever direction with what I just showed you. It could either be a stir fry or it could go for tacos. Let me finish off what I would do for the stir fry and I'll show you guys what I do for the tacos. Recent favorite find of mine is actually kimchi from Trader Joe's. So both my boyfriend and my sister actually love kimchi. If you guys don't know what kimchi is, it is a fermented Napa cabbage. It doesn't taste as weird as it sounds. It adds a good kind of like kick of flavor in a fried rice. If you just want to quickly make some dinner tacos, my current favorite tortillas that I get from Trader Joe's, they are the carb savvy tortillas made with whole wheat. There's 10 in here and you keep these in the refrigerator if you want to extend their shelf life. So what I love to do is stir fry any of those vegetables, pair it with any of the chicken or tofu protein, put it on a taco. It's perfect. Actually, a recent favorite of mine is breakfast tacos. Scramble some eggs with bell pepper and put a hash brown in there as well on this tortilla. Oh, it's perfect. What I love to do is just melt some cheese on here, on the stove or in the air fryer, crisp it up a little. They're carb savvy, although to be honest, I don't really care too much about carbs when it comes to tortillas. I just think these are the perfect size. Let's quickly jump into what seasonings and things like that I use for all these stir fries, all the lunches, all the dinners. This olive oil spray, these crushed ginger and crushed garlic. So you can find these in the freezer aisle. Once again, erring on laziness, if you're running low on time for lunch, running low on time for dinner, this is perfect to add a little kick of flavor. And they come in little cubes like this. 1 cube is a teaspoon of ginger. The garlic, 1 cube is a garlic clove. So what I like to do is just throw a couple of those into my stir fry, whatever it is I'm making, add a little kick of flavor. Other seasonings that are my favorite, these actually aren't all of them. I feel like honestly at this point, I probably have every single seasoning from Trader Joe's on my salad. I love a little paprika. I'll also throw a little ground pepper on there. The breakfast tacos I was talking about, honestly, this is great. I'm sure everyone's heard about these before. The everything but the bagel seasoning blend. Crushed red pepper, can't go wrong with these. You can throw it on the parm, you can throw it on a salad. I am personally a really big spice gal. Something I recently picked up too, their sofrito Italian style seasoning blend. Still figuring out what exactly to add this to, but so far it's treated us quite well. I've thrown it on a couple of fajita tacos and whatnot, and it's tasted pretty good. And the last thing I'll show, once again, I have a whole lot of other seasonings in the cabinet, is the furikake. It's something that I've recently started using. We had a DIY sushi night the other day. Loved the furikake for it. Also, if you're just wanting to throw this on any sort of Asian inspired dish, this is perfect for that. And I think that's everything. I am now going to clean up these grape tomatoes, but I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. This is everything that I grab at Trader Joe's in order to set myself up for a healthy week. If you want to see more dinner recipes, lunch recipes, what I eat in a day, I'm happy to make those videos as well. And I feel like I'm finally getting in touch with the fact that food really fuels you. Like, it really is what your body works off of. So when you eat unhealthy food, you're probably not gonna feel as great. And when you eat healthy food that tastes great, that is the best part. That is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe. I'm gonna be coming out with a couple more food inspired, PM inspired, work from home inspired, 2020 recap videos even these coming few weeks. So subscribe if you want to see more content like that, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.